Now just listen. I'm going to play about 3 minutes of this. It's relevant. Pay attention.
It's the challenger.
Read the title. Look at the description box. Please subscribe.
I honestly never been to a conference like this, so I just want to say, I appreciate the applause and everything, and warm welcome. But come to the 20th of February.
The fight's on the 28th. It's this big ass banner in back of it.
And it's not going to be my decision, obviously.
The cameraman zoomed in on the 28th.
And I'm sure he knows that. I know that. His promoter knows that. His trainers know that. He knows it. Everybody's laughing like it's a joke, but it's true. And I'll prove it. I promise y'all. Come February 28th. I'm not going to lose.
The difference is
that's mine. And he wants to say something about different. Yo, you paid to fight Martinez, yo.
How do you do that?
You fought. And
but I fought him with the
I could have beat him easy.
But I'm thinking now.
About another minute or so. Pay attention.
Number one, I could have got Martinez out way earlier than you.
Okay.
Number two, I'm gonna get you out. I'm gonna get you out.
Now this next 45 seconds.
Wait, I'm gonna get you out way earlier. I'm gonna get you way earlier.
Right. Okay.
I promise you that.
I was expecting this from the Yankee material. The difference next fight is going to be he's boxed the two times he stepped up. He's boxed two half decent fighters. Chris Martin, not the one from Coldplay.
Guillermo Jr. fighting him
Chris Martin
in 36 hours.
Half decent fighters, French world class, not world class. Both of them beat him. I'm the first world class fighter that you have fought, and that's going to be the difference. That's going to be the difference. Your first world class fighter, you've lost to two half decent fighters. You're going to get knocked out.
Okay. Chris Avalos, 25-2 with 19 KOs, has 2 defeats by split decision or majority decision. I forgot, but his last defeat came against a guy by the name of Jonathan Romero. Kiko Martinez, the guy who Cole Frampton beat for his IBF Super Bantamweight 122-pound title, defeated Jonathan Romero, knocked him out in the 6th round. So you got to understand boxing and follow the storylines of the fighters to fully keep up with what I'm saying. So keep up. So remember, Kiko Martinez defeated a guy by knockout that Jonathan Romero lost to. But if you watch the fight, Romero, put it this way, Romero faded late. And it was one of those fights that could have went either way, and I'm not even going, I gotta stay focused. So you look at Chris Martin, the other defeat that Chris Avalos has on his record comes from the guy who's fighting Guillermo Jr. in 36 hours from when I'm shooting this video right now. So right now is December the 19th, 2014, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Gary Russell Jr. is going to be taking on Chris Martin, guy who beat Chris Avalos on December the 20th, 2014. So you look at 19-0 with 13 KOs, the IBF champion of the world. Let's go through the picture. So you got the WBC champion Leo Santa Cruz. You got the WBO champion Guillermo Rigondeaux. Remember, he was a WBO and WBA Super World, but now you got Scott Quigg, who's the WBA, the WBA champion. And then you got the, which one am I missing? We got Rigondeaux, WBO. We got Leo Santa Cruz, WBC. We got Scott Quigg, WBA. And then we got Cole Frampton, the IBF. Now, here's a situation. You got Leo Santa Cruz, right? Who's going to be fighting on the undercard of the heavyweight fight between Bermain WBC champion Stavern and Deontay Wilder. You got him fighting on the undercard on January the 17th. Today is December the 19th, 2014, and he's fighting a fighter of mystery origin. So we know it's not going to be a big name fighter because you're not going to give some big name fighter, this little time to promote the fight. So you ask yourself, why isn't Leo Santa Cruz fighting a Scott Quigg a Carl Frampton or Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's Al Heyman. Thank you so much, Al Heyman. I'm going to leave that part at that. You got a big domestic fight over there for the UK when you put Scott Quigg, who has 2 draws, even though he's undefeated, and he hasn't avenged it, against Carl Frampton. But then we don't know how the Carl Frampton promotional deal, as far as network is concerned, because I'm thinking to myself, they're going to announce who his network is. I'm thinking in January. So if he goes to Sky Sports, and basically, he'll have access to start working with Eddie Hearn, then you could talk about maybe a Scott Quigg versus Carl Frampton, which in my opinion should be the fight he pursues next. And plus it would be a unification fight. So fight him, one of you guys, either Carl Frampton or Scott Quigg, and they're very familiar with each other. One of those guys goes on to fight maybe a Leo Santa Cruz or a Rigondeaux. A Rigondeaux is not with Top Rank anymore, or if he is, he has little ties to Top Rank. He's with a promotional company called Quigg. Quigg bid something like $375,000, a little over, for Rigondeaux versus Avalos. Avalos, I know for sure, would have got about $80,000. And Rigo would have got something like 220, something like that. 225 or whatever, a little less. So what I'm saying is Avalos declined that 80,000, and also the more dangerous fight in fighting Rigondeaux, and now he's fighting Carl Frampton. So the Rigondeaux, now follow me. It went to purse bid. He declined his mandatory, against Rigondeaux. Said, "No, I'm not fighting you," and went for the Carl Frampton fight. Because I guess maybe he's making about 100,000. I guess maybe he's getting a pay increase. And also, I want you to understand that he's well received over there. The Irish, apparently, whether you're the home guy or they're away, whether you talk trash or not, they still cheer you. So I guess that's some class. But I'm looking at it like this. Carl Frampton has some issues as far as long term. Now, me personally, I've gone out and said he can beat Scott Quigg. He can beat Leo Santa Cruz. I don't know about Rigondeaux yet. I like him because he can move. But as far as the pop on his punches fades late, and he relies on his movement. Talking about him and fighting 126-pound fighters like, Donaire, Walters, Lomachenko, Gonzalez, no, because to me, he is a 122-pound fighter. I don't see him benefiting anything at 126 pounds, or at least not yet, which is the reason why we got to get him fighting guys like Chris Avalos. And by the way, Chris Avalos is ranked, so you can't say he's fighting nobody. But anyway, I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. So what I'm saying is about an hour, maybe less after this fight goes off. No, actually not even an hour. About 15, 20 minutes after the fight goes off, I do a video. And for those who can't watch it, I provide, a compacted post-fight review, recap, whatever you want to call it. Please subscribe. T-Street Controversy, Real Combat Media. Every single fight, live, international, or domestic.